Have you ever imagined a place where not only light, but also time, space, and the very definition of reality are erased? A vortex not made of wind, but of the very fabric of the universe, spinning to such extremes that everything around it ceases to be what it was. A rotating black hole, or Kerr black hole, is not just a scientific fact. It is a paradox, a mystery, a doorway. In this video, we don't merely look at a real physical phenomenon. We embark on a quiet journey through the deepest layers of human awareness. From Einstein to Kerr, from swirling force to stretched consciousness, we'll enter the darkness where everything is pulled in, including the question, are we truly free? If time can be bent? Close your eyes. Imagine you are drifting, not on water, but on a wave of space-time. There is no direction, no resistance, only movement. Far ahead, a blur appears. It emits no light, has no concrete shape, but you feel it clearly. It spins. Not merely rotating like the Earth, but spinning in such a way that everything around it deforms. Light bends, time slows, and if you get closer, even your sense of self might unravel. A rotating black hole, unlike a static one, is a massive object spinning around its axis at incredible speed. According to the Kerr model, space-time around such a black hole is no longer a flat sheet with a dimple, as we often imagine, but a whirlpool, a vortex twisting reality itself. This region is called the ergosphere, a place where nothing can remain still. Inside the ergosphere, all objects, including light, are forced to rotate in the direction of the spin. No one can escape by standing still. And if you cross the event horizon, you don't just fall into a center. You're stretched, twisted, and crushed, not by physical forces as you know them, but by the breakdown of your very definition. Imagine a drop of ink falling into water. At first, it has shape, it has boundaries, but in seconds, it dissolves. No one can point to it and say, here is the ink. It's still there, but its distinct form is gone. That's you, after crossing the event horizon of a rotating black hole. What's terrifying isn't merely the destruction of matter, but the erasure of all lines between self and universe. You won't know where you are. Time no longer flows as it once did. And worse, you may no longer be at all. So what really happens to you if you fall into a rotating black hole? Physically, your body would be stretched into strands of energy, a phenomenon known as spaghettification, caused by the extreme gravitational difference between the top and bottom of your body. But in terms of consciousness, if awareness exists as a quantum field, can it be twisted, dispersed, and still exist within the endless vortex? Or is consciousness just another form of information, and information, according to some theories, never disappears, only changes form? What if a part of you still exists, but no longer knows who you are? A rotating black hole is the ultimate symbol of motion. It doesn't destroy through stillness, but through velocity. Everything around it is pulled into a death dance, unstoppable, unchangeable, inescapable. We call it physics. But at a deeper level, it's a mirror. If you cannot stop, are you still yourself? Who are you when all the concepts you've relied on to define yourself are erased? Space has no distance. Time has no forward motion. Shape no longer holds. What remains? Some physicists propose that a rotating black hole might be a gateway to a white hole, where matter is expelled instead of absorbed. If that's true, you don't disappear. You are reborn, in another place. At another time. In another universe. The question is no longer, do you survive? It becomes, what steps out on the other side? Is it still you? If consciousness is merely information, it can be copied, transferred, but is it still intact? And if not, then, what meaning is there in preserving the self? Maybe, falling into a rotating black hole is not an end, but an invitation to dissolve, to release your grip, to accept that in the infinite flow of space-time, you were never meant to remain fixed. We fear black holes because they force us to face the truth. Most of what we think is me, is temporary, is surface, is shape. And when shape fades, we come face to face with the unnameable. In that spinning chaos, we see ourselves bare, formless, beyond concept. The universe does not punish. The black hole is not evil. It is a mirror. A mirror doesn't reflect what we want to see. It shows what is. If you feel fear, it's because you've never looked deeply into your own nature. And if you dare to look, the rotating black hole may cease to be a black hole. It may become a door. If you're still here, still listening, then perhaps you're already standing at its threshold. In the next episode, we won't just observe the black hole from afar. We'll enter it, not with a ship, but with a question. If everything we think is real unravels in an instant, what remains? See you on T.